and we maintain the hard copy.
Okay.
It is end of year 2. This will be this
big book
folder.
That's an
that we maintain with the school seal and signature of all the teacher and then whoever is involved. Plus I have a soft copy also stored. Like for example, I will take you here. Like 2017 batch, no? It's a 16 batch. All these evidences and year 1 submission. These are the things. Now I open any candidate. This is year 1 they have already submitted. Okay, so this is how I maintain. I don't go for manage back and all. You go to any year. If you go to 2015. 2015 also you will have submit year 1 submission. You will have all the candidates there. And then if you maintain year 2, everything will be there. So in that case, soft copy as well as hard copy has to be there. Now in this,
so this spiral bind over there.
Yeah, this is the soft copy. Then a lot of things are printed. The forms, the reflective report, integrated report, all these reports, and these are put into spiral binding. And cover page is to be there. And then we see that all signatures are done, and the school stamp is also put. So this is how things are taken as far as documentation is concerned. So you can always have.
So we can use this as a journal, right?
Yeah.
As a journal, we can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Now changes in CAS over the year. I think towards the end, something we can discuss. This is a general talk. These are some of the important things. Very specific things where changes have come, and we just take note of few things over here. Running outcome and order. I think we can go ahead. Link to this features and changes we have already seen. National Grid and CAS review. These are already done.
Yeah.
This is also discussed.
Yeah.
This is what is there in this presentation. Okay, now I and EE. This in TOK, TOK files. I will take you to 2016 CAS TOK subject links. So these are separate presentations which we have to give. Now, you need to go through the TOK area. As a DP CAS coordinator, you need to be aware of the DP frame, okay? The hexagon, the DP core and everything. And must have some minimum knowledge of what is TOK, what are the areas that is addressed in TOK. If you see, these are the things, ways of knowing, as I have said, sense perception, then in which 5 categories will come: emotion, reasoning, language, memory, faith, imagination, intuition. All these parameters are part of our program, in which, as I have said, knower is at the center, then your ways of knowing, and then your areas of knowledge. In all the previous sessions, we have discussed on a very healthy level that how, as a CAS learner, being at the center, with my ways of knowing, which is already listed, in which sense perception is just one thing, but how my imagination, my reasoning, my language, intuition is going to help build up, knowledge base. And then ultimately my areas of knowledge already there around the outer ring, the peripheral part, where your areas of knowledge like group 3, group 4, group 1, in which listed subjects are there, that is already there. And the children have been studying these subjects right from their childhood, isn't it? After that, I segregate this personal knowledge and shared knowledge. Now, when it comes to personal knowledge, I hope CAS plays a major role. We had a lot of presentations here, a lot of discussion. That a child is the only person who can share his personal reflection, isn't it?
Yeah.
How he felt when he took a plunge into the pool, and how he felt when the raft went over the encountered the cobra and everything. then we have few the knower, and we have various ways of knowing. Sometimes by listening, sometimes by reasoning, sometimes by seeing, okay, sometimes by connecting. Okay, then there are few salient features of knowledge. Like knowledge is always dynamic, and sometimes it may be contradictory. And when we were going through the CAS-TOK link and that particular presentation, as well as document, we did see an example. Like catapult building, definitely it is bringing in the ideas from subjects. If you may just suggest the CAS-TOK link, which will come a little later, but while making the catapult as an activity or as an experience, subjects that were involved is physics is there, maths is there, creativity, that even visual art is there, because they have to think about the designing, a sustainable design which must be functional.
Yeah.
So everything is fine. And the child has used what, by the way, while making this? If you talk about the ways of knowing, then sense perception is being there. Do you think reasoning was involved in reasoning? Yeah. Language?
Yes. Communication.
Language in any format, because when they are making in a group, there is a group work. The language is involved. Some kind of intuition also plays a role. Whether it will be this model will be successful or not, like hidden trial. Within the time frame, they have to do this activity. So the question that we had sent with the outdoor program is, to what extent ways of knowing help build up the knowledge, and can sometimes they hinder gaining knowledge? Like, can ways of knowing come in the way of achieving knowledge? So we discussed on this matter that when the children are too much into the activity, catapult building as an activity or as an experience, the sense of timing, the sense of competition, or the challenge to do better, okay, may come, and these may become hindrance in the knowledge building. So in real life there may be many such situations where this can be there. But knowledge have certain things. Knowledge is fabricated, knowledge is dependent, knowledge is relies on communication, and knowledge depends on explanation. So this was done. This was the TOK prescribed questions. Now as a subject facilitator, I am supposed to pick up one question and give my set of views and opinion and examples to the DP learner. Now what I did, I brought in not only geographic angle but CAS and other experiences together, and I made an attempt on all the 6 questions to help children know live examples, to help the children know subject specific examples, to go in a very refined and strong way with their TOK presentation as well as the writer. So from CAS point of view, see, I have tried to use a lot of geographic examples here, but CAS examples. Now when you make use of experiential learning from the point of view of personal knowledge, your EE, your IAs, if it ever connects with that particular area, all your reflections will be very, very sound. Because live examples will come where you can connect very well. So the candidate's band will improve, certainly. Now, for example, these are the areas of knowledge and these are the ways of knowing which we just discussed about. Sometimes emotion, sometimes intuition, sometimes communication and seeing, all these are there. Now, for example, there is a question, knowledge claim. Nesting is a natural phenomenon. It is a knowledge claim. Now, this is what I have been suggesting. What are the knowledge claims and what are the knowledge issues? This will be clear when you have certain understanding about the TOK part. Now, as a DP CAS coordinator, what we have been mulling over the idea from the beginning of the day is, you must be informed about the curriculum and have a fair understanding of the mission statement, learner profile, learning objectives, the attributes to teaching and learning, these are very, very important. So when everything is known, you can always relate. Like, okay, this is the QK element kin, knowledge kin, then what is the knowledge issue here? Does every beach support nesting? Or there are innumerable factors that decides nesting. So, if you just recall back one of the slide presentation, you saw that the learner was asked to reflect on the live turtle which just came out from the nest. It was placed on his hand and he was asked to reflect later. And as an adult supervisor or person to evaluate his program, you could observe this particular child as what is his reaction, what goes through his mind, what kind of emotional upheaval is going. Because he is not, first of all, it is something unknown to him. So he will be first scared and having the fear factor. Then slowly, when this fades away, the enquiry or curiosity will come. So we straightway connect to learner profile as well as the teaching learning attributes, research skill and communicative skills and all this. So when this question was taken, see, this is now all examples from CAS program. You have the CAS activities happening on the one in particular destination, and you have the ways of knowing in gaining knowledge. You have all the areas which is listed, how these can help build up a knowledge. So the children will not have the experiential flow of knowledge until they are out into the open, outdoor activities, ways of gaining knowledge. We teach about volcanoes and volcanic eruption and plate margin in geology, geography. But through the CAS, it is possible to explore the areas. See here, the team is in one of the islands of Andaman, and we are actually standing on the volcano. And India is one amongst the 4 nations where mud volcano is there. It's geographically and physically a lot of understanding there. And we have an active volcano also, Barren Island. Now, how the children feel, react when they are actually standing on the volcano. You see the board behind? And attention please, you are walking on the active volcano, the terrain is highly unstable and dangerous to walk. Now, you as a part of the CAS explore so many areas within the nation and across the nation. So, how much of LP and mission statement and ATLs will be involved? Will it help children to claim for personal knowledge, and can it enhance their areas of knowledge? Certainly yes. This while going across the Himalayas to Leh Ladakh, a lot of geography we see here, the glacial landforms. So glaciology, it's a separate discipline to teach. So we not only bring subjects here, but we bring so many other ideas. Similarly, rafting, when you teach landforms and process of gradation and everything. Ways of knowing and gaining knowledge, like can the existence of tertiary consumer be an indication of healthy functioning of an ecosystem? While going, we saw cobra, live cobra, and find this. If you see farm, there's a grassland ecosystem, eagle at the top of the food chain, then cobra is definitely second in the ladder. Now when we cite this, can we say, okay, this is the only indicator of environmental sustainability? Now you are actually out in a CAS program, you are not teaching anything, but don't you think there is a lot of teaching actually happening on the field? You are already bringing the philosophy of DP, integrating the subjects. Biology is there, and ESS is there, geography is there, so many other things. Economy, because it's part of tourism. The people around are gaining